Hello everybody, welcome to my stream morning commute. My name's SlowWolf, and for today's daily, I expect to be the best. I mean, we'll find out actually. We'll have to see how the conditions are, whether or not I'm in the pooper. We got Solgar the Martyr, whom I like, and the Allied clan being melting, with the dregs is kind of a big whiff. However, the Melting Clan does have some added bonuses, benefits. There's some good stuff going on here. It's just that Solgard and the Stygian clan are going to probably have to do the majority of the footwork. We got +2 space on each floor, which is great. Targets and spells are chosen randomly, not so good. And all units get multi-strike 1, which has some interesting side effects that we'll have to figure out. It does make the dregs a little bit more powerful, too, if they're allowed to live. So, right now, there are some pretty powerful looking scores. I'm excited. Let's get this party started. Yesterday, we won. We at least beat the run. It was not a sure thing. So, I'm glad we got to this point. Let's go ahead and check this out first. Apply daze to enemy units when they enter the pyre room, and your pyre gets -5. This is actually still really, really good. It is worth mentioning that extra extinguish is also good, but it comes to the downside that we have nothing that it needs to extinguish. And that vapor funnel is a really great way to kind of be like, you know what, you made it to my pyre room, congratulations, you get to die now. So we can effectively let some leaks go through. Now, I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking 45 times 2 is probably the way to go here. When I said that things were potentially interesting, I was thinking of Solgar the Titan, and getting up to that 45 times 2 limit or whatever it was. Like, it's powerful, okay? It's powerful stuff. So, these boys hit hard. Not hard enough to scare me. So I'm going to go ahead and put, let's see. Let's put you out here. I'll put you out here and then put you out in front, so that way you can at least do some what? I hate it. Okay, so at least we kill him. Down here, like, what a weird situation to be in, right? We kind of need to cast spells down here. Okay, you do 6, and then you attack. No matter how we play this, we're not doing nearly as much damage as I'd like. Fine. Good, at least the flash freeze went on something that mattered. The damage shield every time this guy gets a kill is actually getting a little bit nonsensical, if I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you. At least he's not getting the kill here. So we can actually try to put out some real damage. Now, down here we do have to kind of do, like, the other spells we have access to. If you could have that frostbite, that might be helpful. Sadly, not enough to stop us from taking all the damage in the world. But, dude's dead. So I'm happy to go ahead and just let this happen. Weird. Not max points, but we got pretty close, like going within 100 points. I'm happy to do what we did. Ice Tornado is fine. It only deals damage to random enemy units, is the emphasis there. Mollusk Mage is great. For our situation here, we want to be dealing damage. The problem is that all the damage that we're doing right now is off of Frostbite, so I'm not sure if I'm actually thrilled about it. Offering Token allows us to potentially use some discard synergies down the line, and allows us to cycle. It's a powerful card. We'll grab it. Now, here's where I wish we had the extra extinguishes, but we do not. So do we really want the Entombed Explosives? Or the Stealth, too? I don't think so. There's something to be said for both of them, but we don't have any means of, like, regeneration or endless or anything like that that really matters. And although we could put it on them, I'm not convinced it's a good plan. So we're gonna skip. Now, we do not get access to our Stygian draft until after our first boss, which is brutal. Okay. So no Stygian draft for several rounds. This means that we need to have something else that can actually, like, hold down the line to allow our drafts to kind of do some work when they pop up. Or we need to have very strong spells. And I'm looking at our spells, and Flash Freeze is terrible for us because we can't choose the target of our spells. We kind of have to go down this route to see what happens. Okay. The Paraffin Enforcer does have some stuff going for him. He's a little bit tanky, but more importantly, multi-strike plus the ability to apply Rage 3 to all my units with Burnout, which is all the other units I really have, is pretty neat. The downside is that most of them don't come back. And so as a result, applying Rage 3 to them is cute and all, but doesn't help much. The Wickless Tycoon sadly doesn't help us that much either. Like, it's a bit of a dead draw. Like, we need other things to make these things good, I feel. But we need something that can hit. We need something that hits. Okay, so Incant, gain armor 2. It's cute again, but, like, quick. What do you think here? Yes, I know, cat. Please, let me know if you see something I like. I know what? I just took a look at you. You are freaky as heck, dude. I don't like how you clap. Anyway, so we have some interesting choices to make here. Our Paraffin Enforcer isn't a bad pickup here. The problem is that we have no means of increasing Burnout, and we have no means of getting those cards back. So he also offers no other benefit, which means I don't really want to invest in him a whole time. Allowing a draft to be quick, I think is solid. But I think we skip the rest. Okay. Large Stone suddenly provides some interest. If we put Large Stone on the Paraffin Enforcer, you know, it's kind of cute. Making him tanky is probably not a bad plan either, just to keep him around a little longer. Not that it matters too much for him, huh? If I make a Train Steward large, however, things become a little bit more interesting. Alright, so we have one of our Train Stewards now, which is going to be our hero for the first couple of runs. We don't have to worry about this. They'll just go up to the next floor, become dazed, and die. That's pretty much perfect, actually. So I'll put you out there. I'll immediately toss this out there while I've got the chance to do so for free. Told you. So, now the trick is... Why? Alright, so if I put you out here... You're just going to be slap happy for years, which is great news. But I really kind of want to work my way through all this. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to toss these boys up here. And you down here... are going to get the benefits out of a lot of striking. So the reason why I did it this way is because this way we got the Collector. That little bit of money can make a big difference for us. At least that's the hope. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and slap you there for now. We need to cast spells. We just need to cast one more spell. Urchin Spines is useless, so I'll cast it now. And it's useless because we don't have any direct damage spells. Like, at all. And the floor is dead. So, you know what? No harm, no foul. I'm very pleased about this. This is excellent. Soulguard the Martyr doing exactly what Soulguard wants to do. Smash things. Lots of gold. Energy Siphon. Titan's Gratitude suddenly is a little bit more interesting. Discarding a card at random is fine, but more importantly, it's damage. It's real damage that we can upgrade and really apply some real work to. Energy Siphon's great and all, but we do already have Urchin Spines, so I don't think we need it. And there's our card to make the rest of the deck work. We don't need to upgrade creatures. Let's go down this route. Let's take a look at our shopping list first. Double stack. Very cute. Very powerful. Plus the magic power, though, immediately gets priority there. And if I get the double stack, that's going to be 130, which leaves us 25. That would allow us to add on an additional plus 10 damage to some other stuff, which is good. And would allow us to do a lot of damage, actually. So we're going to reroll, hopefully get the plus 10 damage, which we did. Titan's Gratitude now hitting for 125. Very strong. Let's take a look at the Remnant Banner units. Wickless Baron has a purpose here. This is the kind of creature that we want to carry, that we want us to have around as a carry. Copy a card 5 times game. I thought you'd never ask. We could put that on Titan's Gratitude, which would be kind of cute. We could put that on Urchin Spines, which is really funny. I think that Offering Token offers the best opportunity for us to be able to work with this, since it allows us to cycle repeatedly. It's one of the very few cards that I'm like, copy 5 times, done. Every other card in the game, you're kind of like, do I need it 5 times over, though? It was very tempting to go for the Titan's Gratitude and copy that 5 times. Or at least copy it once. But we'll have to see what we can do here. So Talos gains armor on Slay. She applies armor to Horfrans. Yikes. Let's see what we can do. So it's a lot of damage. Like, if I put out Soul Guard now, there's a good chance that I'm going to discard that. Offering Token one more time. We're discarding Train Steward, I think. Flash Freeze one of you. I'll come up here and Frostbite you instead. Let those two slide up. It's not a big deal that they live, actually. So, we're going to put this guy out here. Of that there is no issue. Put out the Draft. Now, the Draft is dying, which is not super great. I was kind of hoping that hit literally anything else. Oh, but now Soul Guard's dying. That's bad. We do have access to Molded. But that's a bit of a painful realization there. So, Offering Token, please. Yeah, Offering Token. All right then. Out comes the Train Steward, the Dreg, and the Draft. Is it enough? Barely. You still have 40 HP, which is a problem. The good news is I can spell weakness for you and be relatively happy. Molded. Does he come back with all of his shit? Yeah, he comes back with all of the lack of the shards that we desperately did not want him to have. Okay, cool. That's a problem. Yeah, not enough to save him. There goes our dude. Hold on. Offering Token. This is good. One more. Okay. Oh, never mind. We just straight up killed her. 50-50 chance, effectively, but I'll take it. 4-turn boss rush out of sheer dumb luck? Sure. Transfer all Frostbite on this floor to somebody else. It's cute, but... yeah. Okay, that was a bit spooky. I'm glad that we came out on top of that one, and we finally have a proper tank. For a Soul Guard here, which is important. I will take that, thank you. As for everything else, look, energy has not been a big issue for us. What I would like is more card draw. It's far more important, and we do not need space as we have Mansion kind of working for us. Now, do I go down this route, pick up some extra money, an artifact, and some HP? I think so. We could duplicate some really powerful cards here, specifically the Titan's Gratitude would be really nice. And it would also be really good to, yeah, remove some cards. It's so hard to say no to that right now. We could put a second Titan Sentry, but it's absolutely unnecessary. Cold Celia is interesting. Frostbite 6, every time she strikes, makes her far more interesting than, say, the Paraffin Enforcer. Like, this is where we wanted all our creatures to be. Great. So the good news is we're going to be able to remove, like, literally every other creature we have in the deck eventually, but it's going to take 15 years. And as far as doubling up goes... Titan's Gratitude or Urchin Spines? Tough call. I think that we double up on the Titan's Gratitude here because it's such a powerful, damaging spell right now. Alright, do we go for 10 stacks before this dude activates, hitting for 180 per smack? Or do we go for the Revenge? I think that for our purposes today... considering we're going up against Seraph the Diligent, we will not have enough time with our spells to get up to 10 stacks even. So we're going to start slotting into Frostbite Man and hoping that that's good enough. It's not a great plan, but it's the only plan I got. He will eat our spells. There's nothing we can do about that. We will have to make do. Out he comes, out he comes, out he comes. Wow. Dude? Sure. Andy's out. Okay. Oh, good. Offering token. Removing the offering token, because now I have my 4 shards. Perfect. Would anyone be upset? 1 killed, 2 hurt. Not dead yet. I think it's best if we slap this dude down now. We put the Paraffin Enforcer down here, just to have him die. It doesn't matter that much. And we put out the other stuff here. Okay, cool. Yikes, these boys hurt, dude. Soulguard's dying already, what the heck? And you're not. Okay, goalie time. This is atrocious. I think the Cold Celia lives if I put her back here. She does. Excellent news. I did not get lucky, sadly. Problematic, all this is. Okay, Quick Boy here does hit pretty hard, which is nice. Remove the offering token. Remove the bad train steward. Okay. We know our options at this point. Out he comes. He gets to do some murdering at least. Yikes. Okay, he's dead now. You'll die and give me something out of it at least. Molded here is largely unhelpful. Because of the fact that we'd have to reapply all of our shards again. We can't really afford Soulguard to die is the issue, huh? Like, everybody having multi-strike is brutally hard for our poor champion here. It's just like, oof. I think using it on the Titan Sentry here isn't a bad plan. Putting him out there to die is not the worst idea I've ever had. So that way, hopefully, we can get lucky and draw into something down the line. No. I mean, that's pretty good, actually. That's pretty useless. Sadly, we only get to do that. It's the end of our big boy already, huh? Molded. Now you come out there. You got burnout too. You actually get to live for 2 turns now. Wow. Cool. It worked. Alright. It's time for fear. Okay, so this boy now has burnout 3. So he'll be able to live a little bit longer. That's a decent amount of damage. Cool. Right, I don't know why I felt like that was needed. Dude died, but only just. Scary! Not what we wanted. Run feels spooky right now. Guardian's Amulet is actually just really good for us. It's a free discard whenever we see it, so I'm happy to pick it up. Skip that one, though. And now we really need something to pick us up by our bootstraps and take us home. We could use HP on the Titan Sentry. We could use some removal. Yeah, this is definitely the right way. I'm looking at everything right now. I'm just like there's some things I'd like to just have no longer exist in my deck. Paraffin Enforcer now has like no point to his existence, so he's now gone. Quick, 25. Boom! Plus 25 immediately goes on the Titan Sentry. No problem there. Plus 10 damage on this draft here now means that he's a 1 mana 60 damage assassin, which is pretty good. Quick here. Quick is interesting. I think that Quick in particular is good on Cold Celia if we can find the additional upgrade to make it work. We sort of did. The Wickless Baron having a little bit of extra damage does not hurt. I think that the Titan Sentry just being a big boy, though, is maybe our best bet. Like, he's the one that we're going to want to bring back every single time. Incanting is helpful and all. I think that the Cold Celia taking the extra 10 damage there is absolutely non-negotiable. It's very strong. But at this point, we have just a really solid floor. And then, what else do you need in life other than to purge? So, we're going to purge cards that we don't need. Flash Freeze is actively kind of, like, not helpful for us, sadly. And then that's that, really. We've done pretty well for ourselves to reduce what was happening in our deck. Multi-strike guy, huh? Interesting. Spikes 4 is a bit of a problem for a huge chunk of our deck. But it's not the end of the world. And then Cold Celia all on the same floor. It's the multi-strike plus everything else that's kind of making this a bit of a bummer. The Frostbite ought to help, though. So, at this point, Molded. Grabbing back the only person for whom it matters. Boom. You're dying. This is upsetting to me. Good. That's better. Let's Offering Token. Perfect! No. The Guardian Amulet, because that's the one that's pretty much free. Groovy, baby. Remember, we want to cast as many spells as we can on this floor, right? So, like, do that whenever possible. Toss out the Drag, Offering Token. Toss out the Bad Draft, Offering Token. Toss out the Foregone Power, Offering Token. Get rid of the Drag. Okay, that was fine. The Draft could come out here. But what help would that do? So let's go ahead and put him out here instead. Titan's Gratitude to just murder one of them, I guess? Okay. Offering Token. Drop the Spines. We don't need him. Offering Token, drop the Dreg, we don't need it. Offering Token, drop the Dreg, we don't need it. Offering Token, drop the Draft, we don't need it. Offering Token, drop the Foregone Power. Titan's Gratitude to see how much it does. It did a lot. Great news. Okay, Molded. It only works for one turn, but it'll do. Out she comes. Offering Token, toss this out. It casts for free. Put out the Draft here to at least get some extra bonuses. Titan's Gratitude, Foregone Power. We now have the shards to potentially kill whatever comes out. Yeah, by potentially, I mean definitely. Okay, Offering Token, drop the Drag. Titan's Gratitude, Offering Token, drop the Drag. Use that, and, like, laugh really hard. As the dude just gets melted. Is that Frostbite? Benefits here to Glacial Seal. If we get even one more space on our floors, the Frostbite that he could apply is very good. I'd rather keep the deck more centered around this card draw mechanic, though. And I don't want to go for more space if I don't have to. If we didn't go for Large Stone, this would have been great, but we did go for Large Stone. So I'm going to go for the Guardian Amulet instead, so that way we have a discard target that works when we discard things as well. Skip that particular pick, and then we'll see what happens when we move on. If we go down the right side, hey, it's artifacts for free, a little bit of spell increase, which we don't need much to really get this thing rolling. Like one upgrade on the Urchin Spines to remove Consume would change our lives in a lot of ways. Unstable Vortex also removing 2 cards. It's just like, nice. So, what do we want to do? It's a tough call, because like a lot of these units are good and work particularly well, but our Wickless Baron is just eventually going to become anemic. We don't need him anymore. So I'm going to remove him, and then I'm going to happily remove one of these dregs, because every time we see a dreg, we've been discarding it now, right? So, Persil's Horde units get an extra upgrade slot, or your Pyre gets 15. This matters. It gets it up to 40 damage on a strike. So does this, though, because now suddenly we've got an additional 25 HP on our Shark. We've got more damage on our Cold Celia. Our Draft could potentially get endless. There's a lot of possibilities here. But they're expensive possibilities, whereas the Boon of the Blacksmith is a free, you pick it up, and it works super, super good with Vapor Funnel, effectively making it so that way, the first turn that they're up there, they take 40 damage, and that's a magical number. 40 is a good place to be at, and then it's eventually going to become 50 damage. I'm going to go for Boon of the Blacksmith. Not because it's the smart play, but because it's the stupidly safe one, I think. Reducing the cost of stuff. Permafrost. I think Permafrost on Urchin Spines makes some sense, but we have so many discarded things that Permafrost nearly does not matter. Making Molded Free is nice, though. So we roll. Double stack again. I mean, we're barely ever casting these. So, Sap 4 is... It's not bad, actually. Alright, well, let's see what this does. Fell, Wings of Light. Let's go. We draw extra cards. Hopefully, we can go ahead and discard the cards that we don't want. The extra Frostbite does help. Okay, so out you come. Out you come. Use the Offering Token. Discard the card you don't want. Use this to summon him. Cool. I will slap this up here. Because you're the one I want to have the spell weakness on in the first place. Cool. I was going to say, that would have been really nice if that had worked out appropriately, and it sort of did. Alright, so out you come. You're going to go ahead and slap there as much as you can. And you two boys up here, so that we can at least do some damage to this thing. Okay. Let's start off with an Offering Token that gets rid of the Guardian Amulet. Easy pickings. Now we're doing some damage to everything. We have the mana to toss this out, so we might as well. Offering Token. We don't need the draft. Offering Token. We can actually use that draft. So we might as well. Out comes the draft. If that thing wasn't murdered yet, it is now. Forgotten Power just to try to frostbite what we can. Interesting. So it's definitely worth doing this down here. The sap means that suddenly we're just not taking damage. It's pretty much perfect. Up here, though. Just good damage, man. Yeah, okay. Okay, get back the Super Draft. He's free, so you might as well now. Just slap him down. 125 damage. This is risky plays. Discarding those means that they will come back later, and that's a problem. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and double Forgotten Power up here just to get some more Frostbite out there. Okay, use this, discard the Guardian's Amulet. Use this, discard the Guardian's Amulet. Maybe get lucky? Not quite. Almost. If we can get a kill next turn, just one Titan's Gratitude is all I need. Beautiful. We got an early kill on Fell, too. Good points, man. Endless is adorable, but we don't actually need it. Informless Child has power attached to it. I think that's a pretty safe bet, but it's a little expensive for what it does. So let's skip. I still think that card draw is absolutely worth it here, and is definitely our plan. Now, do we want to double up on anything? I'm looking at what we have right now. We could double up on Urchin Spines and do really, really well with that. We don't really have the money to go down that left side and make it really worthwhile. So what do I want to do here? I will happily remove a drag and a drag, because despite the fact that they are free, they do tend to just suck. Hellvent. Duplicating here is not a bad thing to do. I think that duplicating the Urchin Spines in particular has a nice ring to it, so let's go for it. Let's see what the Concealed Caverns has for us. Awoken Rail Spike, huh? I love me an Awoken Rail Spike. In a deck that has absolutely zero business picking it up, I am pleased to see it. Dark Forge, what you got for me? I think that what I said earlier still stands true about the 10 stacks. I don't think that it's necessarily going to be easy for us to stack 10 times. But, since we're casting so many spells in a turn right now, I'm wondering if it isn't possible. Because the floor, so long as we get the Titan Sentry out early enough, The floor should be able to survive without him for a little bit. But I know me. I know me. What happens if we have to resurrect him when we need to start casting some spells to get out some shards, huh? Spell Shield 2. Alright, so Spell Shield 2 hurts. Considering that a good chunk of our damage comes from spells. But a good chunk of our damage also comes from, you guessed it, not spells. So we should have a way around all this. I'm not going to put down the Urchin Spines right now. I will cast this, though, for a better chance of Foregone Power. Doing what I wanted to do, which it did. Okay, nice. Uh-oh, huh? This kind of blows, but none of you attack for any damage, so I don't mind slapping that up there. Let's see how lucky we can get. Not lucky enough. Still not lucky enough. Collector runs away. Shame. Okay, you're dead. Good news. You have 3 mana. I'm gonna spend it down here. Hey! It was sort of not worth it at all. We're never casting the sap, the Guardian Amulets, like, for mana anyway, so I'm a little bit upset that we did that, but, you know, it is what it is. And I just stack up casts as much as I possibly can here, get the molded to just, you know, get back our draft unit here, just so we can slap them out there, get a kill. We might as well just do this a couple of times. The Frostbite that we're putting out is actually quite, you know, it's pretty good. So long as they're able to attack. Which they haven't been lately, to be honest. So, do this. Forgotten Power actually has more power than it looks. So I'm going to actually get rid of that. Offering Token. We're not using Urchin Spines here, but Guardian's Amulet is literally helpful to discard. So let's do that. Urchin Spines is gone. Reformed. The draft. What a time to be alive. Out he comes. And then what? Forgotten Power actually bypasses the Spell Shield, so we're going to put it out first. A brief respite. Adorable. Alright, we're going to put you out here, just that way we got a goalie. I don't mind putting you out here, so it's just so that way you die. We got a lot of shards on you, but let's go ahead and get some more. Why? Because the more shards we've got, the more Frostbite we apply. And that's just all groovy, right? Okay, so discard the Guardian's Amulet. We're losing this floor, currently. There we go, okay. I can happily cast this now. Don't need that. I think it would be remarkably silly of me to use Titan's Gratitude, but I'm going to do it anyway. We've applied a lot of damage. Dude should die due to Frostbite on the next floor, barring anything too crazy happening. He's got 158 stuff on him. Okay, look, a small problem. He's still alive. Okay, so molded. Grabbing this draft back. There we go. Problem sort of solved. Shame that Spell Shield exists, but it is what it is. 34,000 is a great place to be at this stage in the game. I'm very happy about that. Titan's Tooth is great for us. It's another card that we can just discard for pure benefit. We skip this, and we move on to the final round. Cool. What do we want to discard, if anything? I'm looking at, like, a couple of cards we could probably fairly safely discard. Our poor Train Steward might fit that bill, but the not good draft for sure. And then one of the offering tokens wouldn't be bad. The Foregone Power maybe in particular. But man, wouldn't it be nice if we had a slightly better Awoken's Railspike? I am always like, man, Awoken Railspike's real good. Let's go ahead and make good use of it. Well, let's actually try for that this time, shall we? Frostbite 20 on Titan's Tooth is great. There's nothing bad with that. Reducing the cost of Awoken Railspike by 1 is fine. Reroll, see if we get anything useful. Remove Consume. I could have put that on Urchin Spines and actually been smart, but no. No, I'm a dumb man. It's fine. Removing the cost of Urchin Spines wouldn't be bad. But, this does have an upside. Very specifically, Awoken Railspike can... I mean, it won't go infinite ever, because we don't have the +1 to drawing, unless if we get the... I mean, Cuddlebeard's real good. Frostbite does not decay. Yeah, that's well worth it. I was gonna say, if we found the X equals plus, X plus 3 at all times, the first Hell Pact, I think it is, that would have been stellar. But not what happened here today. So, y'all already have 4 Frostbite. I'll do this just to remove it. We're going to go ahead and cast this on you now, because that's just worthwhile. Toss that out there. Foregone Power, Offering Token. Did we get lucky? We did not. And then we'll toss out Foregone Power as well. Okay. No one gets out of this hellscape alive. At least that's the hope. We're going to go ahead and use the Vengeful Shard here. Yeah, plus 8. Enjoy that. Okay, down here. Oh, am I discarding that? If he came out here, I wouldn't be sad. And Awoken's Rail Spike is literally just a shard at this point. So we might as well cast it. I hate this exists in my deck right now. It will continue to exist in this deck for a little while, it seems. Okay. Right, the first spell you cast. Which spells have been removed? Urgent Spines. Oh, an Offering Token. Okay, that's fine. Do I want to discard that one? I think I'd rather discard the draft. You're making my choices hard, dude. I think this is worth it. So, Titan's Gratitude is free, so is Molded. Molded doesn't do anything. Titan's Gratitude discards exactly the kind of card we were looking for. Alrighty. We need to start removing these. Cold Sealing needs to come out. Now we're applying enough Frostbite for it to actually matter. We don't need to cast any spells, so let's not. You will be consumed as soon as you are used. We're not casting you today. Offering Token did not grab anything good, and then we'll use Foregone Power to just make sure that we're okay here. Okay. We still have a Molded. This is good. Offering Token, remove the Guardian's Amulet. Now. I know Woken's Rail Spike now. Which mattered, because that means at least one of these is free. Offering Token, use the Titan's Tooth. Sadly, I forgot that we applied the... I'm an idiot moron, it's fine. Molded, grab the Shark back. At least do a little bit of extra damage. Offering Token here is cute. Titan's Gratitude for sure, then Foregone Power to just at least put out some more Frostbite. How much HP do you have? 20? You will die before you have a chance to do anything useful. So get rid of both of these. This is a problem. And we're running out of, like, our Offering Tokens are starting to run low. Please, Molded. Thank you. So Vengeful Shark can go out there. Molded, this is the last time we'll be able to really properly use it anyway, so out it comes. And now it's as good a time as any. Offering Token to remove the Guardian's Amulet. Use the mana that you have to remove the Vengeful Shard. Offering Token into Titan's Tooth. And now we're killing on the first floor. That's a big get for us. GG, well played. Look, this was not necessarily an easy daily, but we managed to pilot our own extremely strange version of this daily to the end. I think that last fight would have gone better if we remembered that Titan's Tooth does do actual magic damage. It's not just apply Frostbite 10 to everything, although I kind of wish actually it was just apply Frostbite 15 to everything on the floor. That's not bad. I mean, 45,000 points is actually way better than what we had before, and we're in 14th place, which is mighty solid as far as I'm concerned. look, weird deck. Thank you for watching. I hope you folks enjoyed yourselves. If you did, be sure to let me know. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I'll see you folks in the next one. Hopefully you're playing along with me at home. Let me know in the comments what you think about your scores. Mine was 45,000 today. And I'll see you folks tomorrow.